Alright, so very quickly, we are going to be doing the off farmer role. So these days, I personally prefer if the off farmer is actually playing the striker as well. Yeah, but usually it is debate between these two, yeah? Between either the enforcer or the striker. These days, I personally prefer the striker instead. I feel a little bit more stable having that additional resources rather than a Teddy slow. The face punch just so strong. Alright. So as the off farmer role these days, yeah, I was mentioning, yeah, I like having the striker, and in terms of the support as well, exactly the same. I just want that full-on run speed. For all intents and purposes, the only thing that's really different about the off farmer or the flex role is that of what you do at the beginning of the game. Towards the middle of the game and towards the end of the game, you're pretty much doing the exact same thing as what the full farmer is going to be doing. Alright, so same thing. Gadgets wise, you're going to be using the teleporter as well as the the slow field as well, right? Same thing, okay? So a couple of things that I want to highlight to you guys as well. Playing as the off farmer. Now, the main farmer I would usually have going straight to the supermarket. All right. Now, as the off farmer, your general role is to take care of the immediate vicinity of the base. The immediate vicinity of the base. All right. So what I like to have is at the start of the game, both the lobber field builder, yeah, the lobber field and propane clearer. Generally these days, you know, the meta or the popular thing to be doing is to be playing as the dyer. All right. But whatever role you choose to play, you know, that particular role, the lobber field builder plus the off farmer, I personally like them working on the barn first. Okay, so whichever way works out. Okay, so let's say between me and Morph right now, at the start of the game, we're just gonna go ahead and toss out all of our stuff. You know, we'll drop our stuff, drop. Okay, and then when we're done dropping our shit, alright, is everybody loaded in yet? I think the game is starting already. 10 seconds. Okay, cool, we can drop all the additional stuff now. Alright, so when the game begins, okay, alright, straight away the first thing that you want to do is head towards the barn. Alright, you head towards the barn. Now, if I'm going to be working on the lower floor, alright, I would generally prefer if the off farmer works on the lower floor. Why? Because if you're working on the lower floor, you can make use of your what do you call that, anti-material punch on cooldown, while the ninja or the lobber field builder is going to be working on the upper floor and just focusing on just looting things. Alright, so if you're on the off farmer, stay on the bottom floor, loot and punch, loot, punch, loot, punch. Okay, if you are the off farmer, I think Frost is currently helping us out right now. I would usually prefer if you went straight to the supermarket first, but that's okay. This is a trial, not trial. This is basically like a little whatever run, so it's okay. But generally, we'll have the main farmer go straight towards the departmental stall and pick up all those bacon and stuff over there. Yeah. So we just clear out this barn as much as we can. Alright, I'm not gonna do too clean of a job right now. You know, it isn't. It's not of utmost importance that we show off everything. Just make sure that you guys have a good understanding. It's more important. Alright, so make sure to loot up everything. Yeah. Before you punch that away as well, you guys might notice sometimes there's going to be a couple of boxes here as well. Just go ahead and loot them all up first before you punch them away. Yeah. Alright, so we just go ahead and punch all these things away, make sure to remove the stairs as well. Alright, this part over here, make sure to just go ahead and remove all these stuff. Yeah. And now, pro tip also, if you want to clear out this area quickly, yeah, make sure to loot all these things. If you want to if you want to remove all this junk, you know, from this area very quickly, the best way to do so after looting everything, of course, is to go ahead and use floor pieces like these, yeah? If you just dump all these floor pieces as such, you know, it is going to be removing all of these haystacks and all this other junk that you don't need, and it'll just disappear very quickly, alright? So let me go ahead and remove that. Okay, cool, it's gone now. So yeah, The barn is now gone. So once the barn is gone now, you might be wondering to yourself, you know, what do I then do next as the so-called flex farmer? Alright, your role, okay, first priority is to see where the spawn is coming from. Spawn is coming from here. If your builder needs assistance, go ahead and punch out all the shitty trees and rocks that are in his way. Alright, that are in his way to make sure that he has a space to build. Alright, when that area is done, punched out already, you can start working on all the other surrounding things. Yeah, start working on all the surrounding things. The general idea is that you want to make sure that the base area of the the base area is just completely clean, so that when the builder is trying to build, alright, he doesn't have to use his damn pickaxe and spend 5 million years pickaxing things down when his role is supposed to be building. Alright, so these are the things that I'm doing, you know, if I'm playing as the flex, if I'm playing as the so-called off farmer. Yeah, I'm still technically farming, alright, but I'm farming within the vicinity of the base at the start, so that I'm removing all of this bullshit. Yeah, I'm looting up all this stuff over here and removing all the things that will get in the way of the builder. Alright, remove all of this junk. Right, loot all this stuff over here. Yeah, okay. Alright, now when this area becomes clear, alright, make sure to let's get everything out of the way here. So when you see that the base is now nice and clear, see, like, look at this huge difference right now. If you look at the base right now, this entire area here is just nice and clean. Alright, the builder doesn't have to worry about, you know, any kind of stuff also. So right now you'll probably see that we actually have leaks right now. It's probably because we don't have gas traps, because we don't have our first delivery as of yet, which is also the reason why I was saying if you're playing as the main farmer, your first role is to go straight to the supermarket, pick up the bacon, pick up the herbs, pick up the nuts and bolts, and then drop all that stuff at the beginning before the wave starts, so that the builder doesn't have that many issues. You make 2 drops before the wave, when the wave is starting out. That way it makes it a lot smoother, a lot easier. You know, people who are supposed to be building can continue building, people who are supposed to be farming can continue farming, rather than hanging around the base and shooting at things like dum-dums. Alright, so yeah. So next thing is that when all of these things are done already, when the base is completely cleared out right now, the next thing that I like to do is to go ahead and look for anomalies. Alright, is to go ahead and look for anomalies. So that's where I'll be going right now. I'm going to go to the under the bridge right here. If you take a look over here, wood anomaly, perfect. This is really, really good. Alright, so the moment I see this over here, I'll start working on this wood anomaly. Alright, and then when the wood anomaly is completed, I'll then go ahead and drop my what do you call that, teleporter, and then we'll get the entire team hooked up with a whole bunch of planks and wood. This kind of anomaly is just like excellent. It gives you so much good stuff. Okay, so collect that, collect all the blue glow, you know, and then drop that teleporter. And the moment you're done, with it, you know, go ahead, drop the teleporter, bring it back to the base, and then tell your teammates, hey, I have wood teleporter. I have wood teleporter ready. Alright, wood teleporter is ready, and then have them all hop in. Alright, have them all hop in and collect the thing, so that you know that if the entire team is done getting the wood anomaly, you can then make use of your teleporter and do the next thing. So immediately after doing that one already, you can start making your way towards another anomaly. Yeah, and obviously during the entire time that you are heading out as well, make sure to also do farming. Yeah, your main role is not just going around collecting blue glow or doing anomalies. No, while you're doing this, you always want to talk about, you know, min-maxing or you know, making good use of your time while you're moving around and stuff like that. So make sure that while you're making your way towards these anomalies, you know, make sure that you're farming as well. Alright, so what anomaly do we have? Metal, excellent. All these kind of base material kind of anomalies are the best to be having. Alright, the two main things right now that we're getting, yeah, we're getting nuts and bolts, we're getting the efficient parts, we're getting planks, we're getting twine. All these things super useful for our builder, you know, to be building all their trap funnels needs. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish off this anomaly, and the moment the anomaly is done, same thing, yeah, we make sure that at this point you'll be asking, you know, hey team, you know, all of you guys done with the anomaly collection already? If they have already and say yes, 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 we're good to go, good to go, good to go. Alright, you go ahead, place your teleporter again. Alright, my teleporter is now off cooldown. I probably should have went ahead and farmed a little bit more first. Right, but no worries, they probably might need a bit more time collecting things anyway. So rather than standing around and being a dum-dum and just like, you know, not doing anything as well, you just go ahead and continue farming, yeah? All these things that you want to focus on, especially as a farmer, you know, planks, rough ore. Hit all the stones, all the trees, alright? All the stones and all the trees. Always focus on those. That's very, very important, alright? So I think the anomaly was here. Go ahead and drop the teleporter right here. Alright, grab this, alright, and then head right back to base. Head right back to base. Now this time over here right now might feel like dead time to you, but that's okay, because this time that you're so-called wasting is so much time saved, you know, for your entire team. You are making this run, but everyone else doesn't have to make this run. Everyone else is just gonna sit the teleporter, grab the anomaly, and then you're good to go. Alright, so right now you have anomaly ready. You just call it out, everybody goes in, grabs all the lovely metal, all that lovely stuff, and then you're good to go again. Alright, so we've done the southern side. I think we might have gotten the, I can't remember if we've gotten the north side already, yeah? There might still be an anomaly in the north side. But regardless now, okay, so this is generally what I would expect of, you know, if you are the so-called off farmer. These are the things that I want you to be doing, yeah? These are the things I want you to be doing, yeah? In between, what you call that, clearing out the base at the beginning, your top priorities are farming the barn, alright? Farming the barn, farming the immediate obstacles within the base, and upon finishing all the obstacles within the base, alright, then start working on anomalies. Start working on the anomalies. As you can see right there, brick anomaly. If we had wood, brick and metal on our regular Frostnite runs, these are things that will really, really accelerate and make the run really, really, really good. Alright, so I'm just going to work on this anomaly right here. I'm just going to farm a little bit as well, as I have noticed that our teleporter still has about 29 seconds left, so might have a little bit of a downtime in between, so we can just use some time to just farm as well. Alright, so grab that, punch that, okay, then one more crystal to go. We got 10 more seconds on our teleporter, yeah, so let's go ahead and punch that. Alright, and one more, there we go, there it is. Okay, so with the anomaly done, you will notice that our teleporter is also now ready. We go back, pick it up, collect all the stuff. Alright, collect all the stuff, drop the teleporter, boom. Alright, grab the teleporter, run right back, and same thing, yeah. When you're back, just call out to your team, say, hey team, we have brick anomaly, you know, everybody head in. And these anomalies, you'll notice that you get so much out of these anomalies. They are huge game changers. They are massive, massive, huge game changers. So just drop it over there, tell the team, you know, hop in there, grab all your brick, grab all your zinc. See, 24 powders, alright, 24 powders, you know, tons and tons of brick. All these things, you know, as an off farmer, alright, just because you're an off farmer doesn't mean that you're not getting as much resources as the main farmer is. You're just doing things in a slightly different order. You're just doing things in a slightly different order and collecting things that will help boost the team as well. Alright, so yeah, there you have it, Okay, so these are the main things that you work on first. Once you've done all of these things already, alright, you can probably coordinate with your main farmer as well. Now, if let's say wave 3, your main farmer has been working or is currently working on the, what do you call that? On the town for efficient parts, and he's still lacking some efficient parts. If he went for the town in the northeast region, you could maybe go for the other part of the town towards the south side as well with cars, and that way you can have the minimum amount of time needed to get maximum amount of weapons up. Alright, because if you go for the sunbeam cave, you probably have sufficient sunbeam already to make your weapons. Alright, then the only things that you should be really missing out on is the efficient parts. Now, obviously, like I was mentioning earlier, if you manage to find yourself that metal anomaly, everybody gets efficient parts over there, that right there could just be your bundle busters and all of your Betsy's ready already. Yeah. So if everybody does like, you know, something that's similar to this, right, and everybody gets it out like right quick at the very beginning already, then your run is just going to be so smooth. Yeah, Everybody's going to be rigged up with bundle buses, everybody's going to have the shovels, everybody's going to have the swords, like super fast, just go go go. Right now, you see, right now we're only on wave 3 already, but they probably have more than sufficient materials to be working on whatever it is that they need to build already. Yeah? And then from this point onwards, like I was saying, you know, it's just standard stuff, same rules that we are applying as if you were a main farmer. Just farm. Just farm. And as far as possible, if the base needs help, alright, in terms of priority, you will be the one that will come back to base first to help out if things go awry, alright? And then the main farmer will be the last one in case it is needed. When you get called back to the base, let's say your builder is saying, oh, you know, I need a particular help with this and that funnel, and the two of them are unable to handle it. You come right back to the base, okay? You drop the teddy, right? You drop the teddy, you drop the slow field, alright? And you go right back to farming, alright? That's all you need to do, alright? Because that teddy and that slow field is going to be more than sufficient for you to do anything that the defense needs already. You standing around and using your pleb gun to shoot at stuff is a huge waste of time, alright? That is time that is better off you going off and looking for like trees and shit and rocks, you know, to punch and gather materials, because this shooting stuff is not meant for you to do. Your builder and your lobber field builder, you know, in the base should be the one that's concentrating on this stuff, not you. Alright, so your main purpose, okay, is still to be farming and gathering resources, getting the anomalies, getting all of these necessary parts to fuel your team, you know, with all these resources, alright? You don't stand around and shoot at things. That's not your role, alright? So, any questions? Alright, I know I've been talking on a monologue, but hopefully that was giving you guys a little bit more insight also. So like I was mentioning also previously before on that previous run, where if you're playing as the main farmer, right? So what I personally like is if you have a bundle bus, alright? If you have a bundle bus already ready-made during the second or third wave, alright? The first bundle bus, if your funnels are working perfectly fine, give it to the off farmer. Give it to this guy, like this flex guy, right? Why? Because as he's going out farming the what do you call that, the anomalies and stuff like that, you know, you might also be the one that will encounter the what do you call that, those Krampuses, right? You'll be the one that will be encountering Krampuses. So if the base defense does not need it, give it to this person first. If the base needs it, then obviously keep it within the base first, you know, get that out of the way, and then the next bundle bus, give it to this flex slot person. Because if it is wave 1, 2, 3, you know, you really do not need to have like a bundle bus in base unless, you know, somebody forgot to build traps or something like that, or like there's no reason to. If your farmers are bringing the traps, the trap materials that they need, you know, back, you know, there should be gas traps, there should be slowing traps, there should be wall pushers already. None of the hush should be coming through at all. At the very most, just one bundle bus for surety. That's all that's needed. Right? That's all that's needed. Okay? So the next thing that needs to be happening is that, yeah, this person gets the bundle bus, and then you go and farm Krampuses. You go and look for all the Krampuses and you just go and pop them all out. Alright, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, let me check and catch up with chat real quick. So do off-farm distract the mini-bosses? Oblivion Wing, yes, I prefer it. I prefer it. Now, this can also be an interchangeable role, so to speak, if it so happens that the main farmer encounters it, you know, and also has a bundle bus, you know, by all means, because technically speaking, the off farmer and the main farmer, you know, are very close. Only the very beginning is are their roles necessarily different. Only at the very beginning are their roles necessarily different. So yeah.